What's up, people of YouTube? This is True Warlord here, bringing you guys another video on my channel with my friend Keaton. It's part 2 of the legalizing marijuana video that we did last Monday, and we're going to cover a couple more things here that we didn't talk about, and it will wrap these videos up, and you guys will know our opinion. So Keaton can introduce himself again.
Yep, what's up? It's Keaton again. Yeah, I wanted to let you guys know that I might have an old YouTube account that I might get going again. It'll be under the same as my PS4 username, Skitzofrenik784. If you have not figured out how to spell it again, it will be in the description, so keep an eye out.
Yeah, and also, if he does decide to revive his YouTube channel, we will probably make another video talking about it so you guys know for sure, not just like a Twitter post and you're like, oh, what the fuck, I didn't see it, you know, so I'm not going to do that. That would be kind of fucked up. Not very much help at all. But anyways, there's a couple things we want to talk about today. First of all, we're going to talk about marijuana being a gateway drug, which is something kind of controversial. We're also going to talk about it being on the same level as drugs such as meth and cocaine and heroin and shit. So let's kick this off. I'm going to let Keaton start.
Okay, well, I mean, when I think of marijuana being a gateway drug, I completely disagree. Because, I mean, for the record, I mean, I just want to throw it out there. I have smoked weed. I've been stoned. I've been drunk. Like, I want to give myself a little bit of credibility here so you guys know I'm not just blowing smoke out my ass. But as a gateway drug perspective, like, I feel like being stoned, I've done way less, like, bad judgmental decisions than I've had when I've been drunk. Like, I don't think I've ever sat down when I was stoned and been like, hey, I'm just gonna go fucking do some meth or like crack or something. Like, that sounds like a good idea. Like, that's never popped into my head. When I've been drinking, it's been like, I mean, it wouldn't be even to that extreme, but I just think you would make way worse decisions on something like alcohol, and I don't agree with it being a gateway drug. I don't think it actually is. Like, I think it's just kind of, you know, it's governmental propaganda type of thing, you know? I mean, they want you to think that, hey, you shouldn't do this. Like,
yeah. As far as marijuana being a gateway drug, I disagree. I don't think it is. And the farthest it can get you to being considered a gateway drug is your dealer or whoever you get it from, or you change dealers, and that dealer not only does marijuana, like gives you marijuana, but he also sells this. And somehow he convinces you to do it, even though you probably know not to, or you're that stupid to where you do it. It's not the marijuana's fault, it's that person's fault. So I think that's the thin line. That's where it can be. Like, drugs can interfere with each other, but the drug itself being a gateway drug is incorrect. Also, I've always said that marijuana, the only thing that it's a gateway drug to is the fucking McDonald's drive-thru. I've said that so many times. Anybody ever said that? And for the record, guys, I do not smoke pot. I'm not against it. It does nothing for me. It's nothing I want to do, and that's the honest to God truth. So that can kind of transition us into our next topic, and like we said, that is marijuana being on the same level as meth, heroin, and cocaine. Now, this is a very ridiculous thing. Like,
right?
The government has it played off as some life-ending drug.
It's Schedule 1. Like, it's a Schedule 1 drug, which is like the same, like, they have like the, you know, like, I don't know exactly how the chart goes, but I mean, they have like multiple levels on how bad a drug is according to the government, and it's like on the same level as like meth and heroin and cocaine, and you're just like, are you serious? Like, those drugs can kill you the first time that you do them. In 10,000 years of marijuana existing, you know, nobody has directly overdosed and died from weed.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure that there's people who've done stupid things due to smoking weed, but if you want to compare that to other things, think about how many people have done stupid things drinking alcohol, which is legalized, and killing themselves.
Yeah, I mean, like, how many people do you think actually get in a car accident when they're drinking as opposed to, like, smoking weed? Like, most people, when they smoke weed, they drive, like, under the speed limit and super cautious because they don't want to get pulled over because they're all fucking freaked out and paranoid. Somebody drinking alcohol is just like, fuck yeah, I'm on the highway, let's go 90, that sounds fun.
Yeah,
like,
and I'm by no means saying that you should drive high, guys, because I think that's a horrible idea at the same time.
It's probably not the best idea in the world, but, like, point being, like, you know, it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, and then, I mean, imagine what somebody would do if they were driving and they were, like, tweaked out of their mind on crack, like, you know?
Yeah, dude, I was with a friend one time, and I'll make this story really quick. I was with a friend one time who was high as balls after a football game, and he was driving me home from my old school. It's still my same school, but it's like 30 miles away. And he was driving me home, and he was fucking thinking stop signs were purple and shit, man. He was so high, and I was like scared for my life. And he wasn't speeding, but he was like, he didn't know what he was doing, and it was bad. And I would not recommend doing it. I don't know what he smoked. I know it was weed, but he had something crazy. There was something else in it that shouldn't have been in it. Which also is something we can talk about, not very long, but something we can talk about is the fact that marijuana is also a very controversial thing for the fact that the people you get it from, and it's always going to stay that way. Like just because weed is legalized does not mean you're going to go buy it from a dispensary all the time. There's still going to be a black market for it no matter what. There's a black market for almost everything.
Yeah, and people will sell it cheaper.
Yeah, that threat is the fact that weed can come with more shit in it than what you paid for what you were wanting. You know.
Yeah.
Just to wrap that topic up real quick, the whole marijuana being on the same level as all that other shit is bullcrap. It shouldn't be that way. I'm expecting it to change fairly soon, especially with the legalizing.
Yeah, it sounds like they've been talking about it a lot. I mean, I don't know how far it's gonna go, but like, it seems like it's something that's been talked about in the government a lot recently. Oh, and quick note, federally, they legalized medical marijuana. They did it quietly, but it is legal to smoke medical weed if a state says it's okay. They will not fuck with you.
That's probably a good thing for several people.
Yes.
Well, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. I mean, we have a little bit of time here. Keaton, you can say whatever you want to say about your gamer tags, channel, whatever you want to do real quick.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't catch it last time, I got Xbox Live too, Avenger784. I've been on PS4 a lot playing Destiny. Anybody want to raid with me, get on PSN, fucking Skitzofrenik784. It'll be in the description. Keep an eye out for my YouTube.
Okay, guys, well, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel for more content, and for Keaton here, the video you see on screen, the last video that I made. Also, guys, fuck, what was I gonna say? I had something else to say before I wrapped it up. Huh. Well, anyways, like I said, the video you see on screen, the last video that I made, and deuces.